The Real Housewives of Orange County star Tamra Judge shared a major health update with her fans. During the Oct 15th episode of her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod, Judge shared some personal health news. Judge, 57, got emotional as she shared she has a new diagnosis after being in therapy. Tamra Judge got emotional in her latest podcast and shared that she is on the spectrum. She learned of her diagnosis after participating in therapy. Recently, Judge posted on Instagram a clip from the podcast. She is speaking to co-host Teddy Mellencamp and shared, "I just did my first therapy session. Let's just say I found out something pretty big about myself that I didn't know." Mellencamp responded, "Now I need to know." "Like what?" And Tamra replied, "I am on the spectrum." Teddy appears to be shocked by this news, replying, "Oh my gosh, Tam, don't make me cry." Mrs. Judge replied as she began tearing up, "My biggest problem is working through trauma that I had in my life." The term "on the spectrum" references autism spectrum disorder. Autism is a neurological and developmental condition that alters an individual's behavioral, social, and communication functioning. Autism presents with a wide range of symptoms and severity. Tamra Judge went on to explain she now knows why she acts the way she does in certain situations. Judge appears to be coping with the news of her diagnosis. She says, "I just thought that things were black and white to me that, I grew up with a family that didn't have a lot of empathy or love or whatever, so that just transpired that onto, my adult life." It turns out Tamra's diagnosis has had a large impact on her functioning. Tamra went on to explain, "But after talking and going through everything and my emotions, and I have a hard time with empathy and feeling other people's feelings. There's a reason why," she added, telling co-host Teddy Mellencamp, and she shared this with her off-camera. Mrs. Judge explained some of the conversations she had with her therapist, which led up to her diagnosis. She said certain things, like, "My therapist asked me, 'You have really bad social anxiety and you are very much like, I just want to be at home, and it's because the anxiety that I have when I talk to people and how I make it through the show is drinking.'" Tamra said there are going to be some big changes moving forward. She said there's gonna have to be a lot of huge changes, and that it's going to be a rough few months. Hopefully she finds the support she needs to move forward. It is fantastic that Tamra Judge is getting professional help and learning more about herself. What do you think of Tamra's big news? Let us know in the comments. Catch all things RHOC on Peacock. Title: Tamra Judge's Emotional Revelation. A journey of self-discovery on RHOCN, a surprising and deeply emotional moment during a recent episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County. Tamra Judge opened up about a personal revelation that left her co-stars and viewers moved to tears. The scene unfolded in a cozy setting, surrounded by her friends, as Tamra bravely shared that she has been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, ASD. A safe space for vulnerability. The episode began with the familiar dynamics of the RHOC cast, engaging in their usual banter and drama. However, as the night progressed, Tamra sensed that the atmosphere was ripe for a deeper conversation. She had always been candid about her struggles, whether it was her tumultuous relationships or her journey in the fitness industry, but this time felt different. Gathered around the fire pit, the women shared laughs and stories, but Tamra felt a weight on her chest. As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the group, she knew it was time to share her truth. With tears welling in her eyes, she took a deep breath, feeling the love and support from her friends. "The moment of revelation, guys, I need to tell you something," Tamra began, her voice quivering. "I've been doing a lot of soul-searching and I recently learned that I'm on the autism spectrum." The group fell silent, their expressions shifting from curiosity to concern as they'd processed her words. For Tamra, this revelation was not just about a diagnosis, it was a long journey of understanding herself better. She explained how, throughout her life, she often felt different, like she didn't quite fit in with those around her. From social misunderstandings to feeling overwhelmed in large groups, these experiences began to make sense. A personal journey. Tamra reflected on her childhood, recalling moments when she struggled to connect with her peers. "I always felt like an outsider," she shared. "I didn't understand why I reacted differently to situations or why I found social gatherings exhausting." Her co-stars listened intently, some wiping away tears as Tamra painted a vivid picture of her experiences. "I thought it was just me being quirky or a bit off," she continued. "But now learning that I'm on the spectrum gives me a sense of clarity. It's not just a part of who I am, it explains so much of my life." As she spoke, the other women began to nod in understanding. Many of them had witnessed Tamra's struggles firsthand, the way she sometimes found it hard to express herself or the times she seemed overwhelmed by the chaos of group settings. This revelation gave them a new lens through which to view her behavior. Support from friends. The conversation shifted from shock to support as the ladies rallied around Tamra. "You are one of the strongest women I know," said Shannon, her eyes glistening with tears. "This doesn't change how amazing you are." Jenna chimed in, sharing her own experiences with feeling out of place. "We all have our battles," she said, "and knowing you're on the spectrum makes me admire you even more. It takes a lot of courage to share something so personal." Tamra smiled through her tears, feeling the warmth of their solidarity. "I was scared to share this with anyone," she admitted, "but I realized that being honest about who I am can help others too." Breaking down stereotypes, the episode took on a new tone as Tamra's revelation sparked a broader conversation about autism. The women discussed the misconceptions surrounding the spectrum and how important it is to foster understanding and acceptance. Tamra expressed her desire to raise awareness, hoping to help others who might be grappling with similar feelings. "We need to break the stigma around autism," she urged. "It's not something to be ashamed of. It's just a different way of experiencing the world." As the conversation flowed, the group discussed the importance of embracing differences and how they contribute to the richness of life. They shared stories of people they knew who were on the spectrum, highlighting their unique strengths and talents. Tamra's vulnerability opened up a space for genuine connection, proving that even in the high-stakes world of reality television, heartfelt moments could shine through. The power of self-discovery. In the following scenes, viewers witnessed Tamra navigating her newfound understanding. She began seeking resources and support, attending workshops, and connecting with others on the spectrum. Her journey of self-discovery inspired many, demonstrating that it's never too late to learn more about oneself. In one poignant moment, Tamra visited a local support group for individuals on the spectrum. As she shared her story with others who understood her experiences, a sense of belonging washed over her. She realized that while the path ahead might have challenges, she was not alone. A new chapter. The end of the episode, Tamra emerged with a renewed sense of purpose. Her diagnosis became a part of her narrative, not a defining characteristic, but a facet of her complex identity. She resolved to use her platform to promote awareness and foster acceptance, inspiring others to embrace their authentic selves. As the episode concluded, the women gathered once more, sharing hugs and reaffirming their support for Tamra. The camaraderie felt palpable, highlighting the importance of friendship in navigating life's challenges. Conclusion: an impactful journey. Tamra Judge's tearful revelation on the Real Housewives of Orange County resonated deeply with viewers, showcasing the power of vulnerability and the importance of embracing one's true self. Her story is a reminder that our differences can become our greatest strengths and that understanding and acceptance can pave the way for deeper connections. In a world where reality TV often emphasizes conflict and drama, Tamra's moment of honesty stood out, offering a poignant message of hope and solidarity. As she continues her journey on the spectrum, she embodies the belief that every person's story is worth telling, and every struggle can lead to profound growth. Through her bravery, Tamra Judge has not only changed her own narrative, but has opened the door for countless others to feel seen, heard, and understood.